Steve Parsons is with me right now. He is the board president of the Third Mutual. And if you're watching us in the morning at 9:30, will be their monthly meeting, their February meeting. If you're watching us later in the day, you'll see a replay of that at 6 o'clock. Steve?
Hi, how you doing?
Happy Tuesday to you. How you doing?
To you too.
Yeah, good to see you. You haven't been on for a while?
True.
Yeah,
True.
It's nice to have you back.
Yeah.
And as I said, your meeting's coming up in just a little bit.
In just a few minutes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you brought some notes to talk about?
Yeah, a couple things I want to bring to the attention of everybody. And these are two topics that I'd like you to kind of get a look inside your board, some things we have to deal with and how you can help.
Okay.
So the first thing I'd like to talk about is the moratorium that I put on alterations a few days ago, and I'll just go through the whole process so you understand what happened. During the week of 27 January, some of our board members became concerned about authorizing a certain type of alteration variance. The case was sent to our legal counsel for clarification as to how our approval of this case could possibly put us at risk of litigation.
Okay.
The following Monday, I received a legal brief on the case and was counseled that approval of this case might place us in jeopardy of legal litigation and that I should present this information to the entire Third Mutual Board as soon as possible for discussion. After further review, I instituted a moratorium on alteration variances for Third Mutual on the 5th of February for 2 days until our board could hold a meeting and deliberate on this matter. On the 7th of February, after nearly an hour of deliberation, a vote was taken to continue our current process of approving alteration variances. Also at this time, the third board lifted the moratorium and we resumed business as usual of approving alteration variances for Third Mutual. I hope you'll understand my actions, and I apologize for any inconvenience this 2-day moratorium caused for our residents or the contractors. Be assured the Third Mutual Board takes matters like this very seriously. It's our duty to execute fiduciary responsibility to the utmost of our ability and represent your interest as well. So hopefully that'll give you a little insight on that matter.
Okay.
Next, I'd like to take you to another matter that's been coming up over the last few months, and that's aggressive animal behavior and event reporting. Now, some people might think, well, this is just a normal thing, but it really isn't. We've had several cases that have come up that were unreported. So there have been many cases of aggressive animal behavior that have come to our attention of your board members over the past few months. When we review these cases, we often find that there have been previous unreported cases of animal on animal and animal on human events. I'll take this a little slow so you can kind of understand where we're going with it. Unreported cases do not help our community or the recipients of these attacks. Some of our residents who are brought before an executive hearing or a meet and confer meeting of their animal's current behavior want us to take into consideration past aggressive animal behavior by a pet of another resident that has made their pet more aggressive as a result. So I hope that comes across clearly, but we can talk about that more in a minute. Statements from residents about previous unreported cases are only hearsay unless they are documented with our security department and or the Laguna Beach Animal Control Center. Remember, you will be held accountable for the misconduct of your animal if you have no documented evidence of previous events initiated by another resident's animal on your animal and the actions you might have taken as a result. However, if a previous animal-on-animal attack has made your pet more aggressive as a result of that attack, and the previous event was documented, we can better understand your current situation and try to help. So help us help you. Report these kind of incidents and have them documented. So in a nutshell, if you've experienced previously an animal attack and didn't report it, there's no documentation. Anything that comes to our board, we can't take that into consideration.
Right.
So we've had some people that, because of this situation, have tried to either avoid or watch out for their animal when it comes around another animal or something like that. Some people have tried to carry tasers or spray or something like that. So if you cause an incident and we don't know about the previous, there's nothing we can do.
Right.
So you'll be held accountable in a nutshell.
Okay. And quite often it may be something that is just minor, but still, maybe your animal, you have a dog that as you walk around it gets scared of other dogs, and so it gets aggressive more is a fight or flight type thing.
Sure.
But it's up to you to control that. But if something does happen, then it's not as though you're going to take away the animal. You're just trying to figure out what's going on here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have a better understanding of what has happened overall.
Yeah.
So your dog may have a defense mechanism that makes him more aggressive or passive. We don't know.
Yeah.
But we need to know the full situation, so be sure to have everything documented.
Okay, very good. Anything else today?
This is the main thing right now. Just watch in a few minutes for our board meeting. You'll pick up some more things.
All right. Nice to see you.
Thanks.
You take care, and we'll be right back. Yeah, Art, we have a Cocker Spaniel.